Welcome back to the place where we max you to the black. I am your host, Annie Herb, and I am here with my two co-hosts, OG Smoke and Testa. Tonight, Gator is in the building. Welcome back, Gator, everybody.
Okay, my boy back in this motherfucker. I've been trying to tell him to come on and bring my boy up in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
We had to bring him back.
Nelly fluids thugging around here, you heard me?
Listen, much appreciated. I appreciate y'all bringing me back. You know, I'm just ready to get started. I enjoyed it last time. And y'all just some real down-to-earth people, man.
Cool. Yeah. We happy that you mesh in and blend in with us, and thank you for coming back again. But as usual, we are going to be asking those simple, hard questions. So let's get into it. The first topic on the table today is, why is it so hard for some parents to see their kids as adults?
Woo.
Gator, you want to start the table off?
One more time for me.
Why is it so hard for some parents to see their kids as adults?
So, first I'm going to answer in with my own child. She's coming up on her 16th birthday in a couple of months here.
Oh, wow.
And watching her grow up, you know, she's been doing a fabulous job. For the most part, she's done everything I asked her to do. Now, can she make conscious decisions on her own at 18? That I don't know. That's a question mark. Because a lot of times, well, I'm not sure how many times, but I know I have to talk to her about different subjects to let her almost like see the light on the reason why she should go in a certain direction.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know soon enough she's gonna be able to be free and make those decisions on her own. So of course everybody's gonna eventually trial by error, but I don't want to see my child go through that. So I can see somebody say, I can see a parent saying, as such as I was, like, I want my child to have the best life as possible, and I want to help them navigate the world as much as possible.
And that's what it boils down to.
Hard.
It's hard because it's that borderline of they're still kind of immature and they got to make these decisions, and then you kind of have to make them for them, but yet they don't want you to. But then you have a child that's like, I don't want your help at all, but they need your help, and then you just kind of disagree on everything. So it's kind of hard for some parents to separate the child from the adult that their child has become, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anybody else care to jump in on the table?
Oh, I mean, I must say it was hard for me because, you know, my child is a little older, 17, and it took for me to realize I was just placing a lot of my fears on my child, which plays a part into me not allowing her to even grow up as a teenager without my mouth, my structure, my ways, saying, hey, you need to do X, Y, and Z my way, when they are their own individual. And we have to realize that at some point, and it's mainly with the children who don't want to be, like you said, the ones who say they don't want the parents' help, you kind of got to realize they are individuals. And when they start saying those words out their mouth, you kind of got to let them learn. But I was placing my fears I place them on my children every day. But I've eased up since noticing that. And I think that plays a big part into not allowing children or be seeing children as adults. They're not mature enough. We know they're gonna mess up. They're gonna fail. We can't stop everything. We can't protect them from everything. But if they allow us to, amen. If not, go ahead, be an adult.
Yeah. So
we do try to save them from those things that we don't want them to go through, but at the end of the day, it seems like you just have to let them, like you said, trial and error. They gotta make those mistakes and do what they have to do.
I think for me, for most part, it's not when they grown. It's just, like you always got your child. You always, when you look at your child and see how grown they are now, you always got a point in time when you go back and you think about what they looked like when they were 3, 4, 5, and you were just able to hold them in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Like in your arms, like. That's what gets me. You know what I mean? I mean, coming with the adult part of because that's always gonna be there. We always, as parents, we always gonna be dealing with that. But that's what gets me. Going back, looking at my daughter, looking at things and how things transpire, just looking at my daughter, how she was, how she came. You know what I'm saying? That's what
she is now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what gets me. Because some people are backwards. Because I have a few of my aunties. I was one of those cute ugly babies. They couldn't wait for me to grow up. Goddamn.
Oh my gosh.
So I know how some people are like that in the beginning when they say you develop and you change so drastically, and they're like, wow, you a grown, you're a grown man, especially from what they projected you to look like when you were a child. You know what I'm saying? Because you can never project what a child is going to look like as far as going to be an adult, what they will look like. The features, everything changes so much. The development, everything changes so much drastically. So it's just that's what gets me. The early stages of the children, man. The early stages. That's what gets me.
So it's hard to watch the child grow up physically as well as mentally. Is what you're saying?
Because I'm always gonna go back to that time when I'm, you know what I'm saying. I'm always going back to that point and looking. I know I can't, but you always, as a parent, you always go back. Right. You always go back and reminisce when this child, was born. The date of this. The cutest point of your son or daughter, whatever you know what I'm saying? Like, you remember those points, those significant points in your child's life. You remember them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the adult part, that's something like as a father that kind of like I had to come to grips with, that I know that you're going to deal with, because, not saying that men only deal with reality, women deal with reality too, but we know that, this part of the shit, this coming regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I got to arm you right and give you the right tools to protect yourself.
You do have to talk to them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Girls on this channel.
Yeah.
At this point. And I may be the only one with a boy. So do y'all feel like if y'all had boys, it would be a little bit more easier for y'all to see them as adults than the girls?
That's a hard question. You want to say yeah, but I think it's a no for me.
So I would say, because now this is another time where you got to project, because I don't have a son, but I would believe that I'm parenting him into a structure and a disciplined type of life, and he would learn in those controlled environments and learn to make good decisions. I think that's the biggest thing, learning to make good decisions for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Not being so easily led by others or your peers. And I feel like once I can see that and identify that you would do that without me being there, then I feel like a big relief, at least, would be off me.
Yep.
Moving right. You know what I'm saying? Right.
It sounds like everybody needs to adjust. The child needs to adjust to being an adult and making these decisions, and you have to adjust from being their parent 24. Well, you're still their parent 24/7. You have to adjust from them being a child and allowing them to make their own decisions.
Yep, that is exactly what it is.
A little adjustment, and that'll help a lot. And be an approachable parent. That would be, a good way to go. Don't be a parent that lashes out at your child every time they make a bad decision, because then they won't come to you with their decisions. Am I right?
Yep, and if you can't control yourself in that, I suggest you just have a meeting every week and allow that child to get whatever off their chest that 30 minutes without you chastising them, saying, hey, X, Y, and Z. Sometimes children just want to know that you'll listen at some point. And that 30 minutes a week, it actually helps. It really does. They just need to get it off their chest sometimes.
It does.
Like
You are correct. But us again, we're asking those simple, hard questions. Testa, Let's jump into your news topic before we ask another one.
A little what would you do topic, or it ain't even really a what would you do, it's more of was he right. It's a kid steals a school bus, not one but a couple of them.
What?
Stole a school bus, and the bus driver was doing his due diligence of walking it. He got elementary kids on the school bus now, so I guess he takes some of them to the door, and some middle schoolers approached him and asked him to take them up the hill on the school bus. So they've hijacked the school bus and hanging out the windows with the elementary kids, students on there, while he was taking the child to their door.
What?
Would you have left? I mean, is it right for you to leave elementary kids on a school bus while you walking the other one to their door, or should the child have just been already waiting for his parents waiting on him?
Hell no.
I've never heard of a bus driver walking elementary kids to their door in the first place.
Some
So
of
what
them
state
do,
that is?
depending on how small they are.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've
But
seen
he
that
also
before.
agreed to the middle schoolers to take the middle schoolers up the road. So they jacked the bus after he said yeah.
He's not supposed to do that. So wait a minute.
Yeah,
Run this down again. Wait a minute. Run it down again.
So while he was, they approached him at first and asked him to take him up the hill on the bus with the elementary kids that he originally be taking. So he says, yeah, when he gets on the bus, they must have snatched him out the seat and jacked the bus.
Oh,
And so now you got no bus driver but a middle school kid. The rest of them hanging out the windows, throwing bottles and stuff out the windows. And this is why he was. This is why he had came back from walking an elementary kid to their home. He shouldn't have got off the bus. It's kids, babies on there. Like,
they should have had a second person on that bus.
that's why they should have a second person on buses. Yes, they should. Yes, they should.
It's
A
just
I
majority
always
kinda
thought they
call
did
them.
that.
Yep.
It's
I don't think he ever should have got off the bus. I don't think at all
It's
he should
kinda-
have got off the bus.
it's kind of fucked up because like back in the day, like this remind me of some back in the day type shit. You could do this shit back in the day. Like if your people house like right there, like at that bus stop, like when the kids getting dropped off at, like. But then again, this shit, I don't know, man, cause that's crazy.
I
And he
don't
was
think
just trying to be nice
How
to the
far
middle
was
school.
the
He
dude?
was like,
Like,
yeah.
that's.
I don't think it's not that he shouldn't have got off of the bus because they didn't jump on the bus while he wasn't on there. I don't think he should have said no to that ride and then
Right, that
quickly
ride,
got on
yeah.
the bus and shut that door.
It's elementary school children, right? So where was
Middle
it?
school.
'Cause you said it was middle school. Middle school kids jacked the bus, but it was elementary school. Elementary.
Kids on the bus that normally get dropped off by the bus driver was elementary.
So was that an elementary kid that the bus driver walked off to with? Like walked
Yeah,
to
he
the
walked off
walked the house?
with the elementary kid, came back and told the middle schoolers, yeah, I'll take you up the hill. And they took the bus, took over the bus.
He
Yep.
shouldn't have did that. That's
They-
what he messed
They
up.
so let me get this straight. They muscled him anyway and took over the bus anyway.
Mm-hmm. That is
Okay.
correct.
See, that's why I don't trust the school system, the public school system, the transportation system, because this is just ridiculous. Were the elementary kids hurt through this? Or like, was there
Nobody
any?
got hurt, but they could have that whoever took over the actual driving, one of the middle schoolers did, and they could have got hurt. They could have flipped that bus. They hanging out the windows. Their necks could have been broken, arms. They couldn't even live had that bus flipped over. That horrible. They
Who do you sue?
behind.
But exactly. That's the question right there, because that's like a double whammy, bro.
My child has been traumatized. Who do you see?
Hold on. Then again, the children was doing shit, and how could that bus driver just put his hand on the people children? That's another thing. That's another
I
reason.
mean, the kids that don't belong to the school. I mean, I'm finna yoke your ass up out of here. You don't belong to me.
Lose
Yeah,
my
so
job or not? Yeah.
This
you
man-
got-
this
got-
man- So pretty much, it's either the adult's fault or it's the kid's fault or it's both. Or the parenting. When it comes to parenting, because I don't know the policy there. So I want to know what's going on with the parenting, what's going on with these kids, because it sounds like they're already finna head down a road of career criminal. Hijacking cars, hijacking the bus is in the same type of thing. After that happened, the balls just get rolling of doing more and more things that they have no business doing. So it's really unfortunate. I hope some type of correction come to that, and I don't know what else to say about that.
Yeah, that's
That's
I
just
do
horrible.
want to know what they policy.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, bro. 'Cause that's what they used to do, and then back in the day, and then on top of that, the only time I ever seen a bus driver do something like that is if the child was like a special needs child that was riding
Yep.
on the bus, and usually that was like policy when you had a special need child on the bus, whatever. But
Yep.
other than that, I'm with you on that, bro. 'Cause nah, but like I said, who fault is that? It's them badass children fault because who wanna hijack a bus? Who wanna think about doing that? Y'all mean
Exactly.
I mean, we didn't want to go to school back in the day, y'all, but we didn't think about hijacking the goddamn bus. This what Grand Theft Auto 5.
God damn.
Oh,
I mean,
That's probably what got
absolutely.
them thinking they can do it. Grand Theft Auto 5 got
Oh.
Grand Theft Auto 4, whatever in the fuck we playing now. They got Grand Theft Auto got you thinking you can do everything, okay?
man. I recently seen what some kids was stealing cars, and they literally ran the cars into the Radio Shack. I mean, sorry, Radio
Uh-huh.
Shack. Not Radio Shack. That ain't been out in a long time. GameStop. They ran the cars into the actual GameStop building and robbed the stores. But they had to steal the cars, and they said they did it based on Grand Theft.
That is ridiculous. But guess what? Them consequences ain't gonna be like Grand Theft. Your ass going to jail, nigga.
Yep.
You finna pay
Yeah.
some fines.
That's
You going
the
to
problem,
jail.
though. Teenagers ain't held. That to these.
You know, you
that
gonna
was
get
just
your
like
parents.
what
You gonna
Gator
get your
just said.
parents buried with them fines. You
I
gonna
think
get
it
your
depends on where you are, cause up north, where it seems like I'm hearing stuff from people and that I know from up there now, which like it seems like they are much more easier on kids. Like down here, they send your ass to juvie and stuff. So I don't know what's going on up north, but
I just
Well,
want to know
man,
who raised these kids. That's what I want to know.
Yep, we
What is
need
me
to
going
and
on in the
Neanderthals, let me
household?
start talking about people. But most of the time, it do be Neanderthals. Like you are only as mature. You're like your child is only as mature as you are. Sometimes that's how I'm starting to see it. Like if you round up doing messed up stuff, your kid gonna do messed up stuff too.
messed up
You don't show
stuff.
them positive things, they're gonna do negative things.
Yep. And that's
But
sad,
then
you know.
again, it's that too, and it's also the accessibility. It still comes back to the accessibility of things that when we was growing up, we had accessibility as gradually coming of age, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
These
Yeah.
children,
These days,
They ain't had half of what they got now.
ability, I'm talking about immediately if you're savvy enough, or if you understand enough, or if you navigate a phone, tablet, computer, or anything of that nature. We didn't have all that back in the day. We had it going in stages, right? Remember waves? We had it coming like that.
mhm.
So to have everything accessibility, that's what kind of caused these children to feel like they can do anything in any given moment too.
I think that's why they're trying to dial back on the social media with them, because they know that now they're trying to make it the way you can't be on social media until you're 14. I think that's part of the reason why these kids got too much accessibility to stuff. Like they just, it's at the tip of our fingers, and the longer we're in this world, the more access to stuff is going to be so much easier.
So
It's-
much easier.
I feel
I
like
mean,
we're
I
gonna
mean-
live to see the tip of it. I really do, because I know stuff don't grow as fast as we want it to. I don't think I'm gonna be around long enough to see the full effect of how to work the future, but I feel like I'm gonna live long enough to see the tip of what the futuristic might just be. Just saying. If we get some
Yup.
Jetson type shit, I might just be able to see just a little bit of it.
We want to see them cars fly.
I do. I want to see I do. Even if I don't get to live like George Jetson, I want to see that shit. Show me some shit.
Already got it all. They already got all that
Yeah.
shit.
You know, I
Yeah,
just
you
see.
got the
I find it
public schools,
crazy.
everything that you see in the show. They
You can
already
use
got it.
Apple Pay to unlock cars, or Apple ID to unlock cars now. Have you seen that?
Yep.
They doing everything. Everything.
ridiculous.
They want to be in your homes, your house. They want to be in your homes, your cars, your workspace, everywhere. You know,
Nope.
they got the glasses now. They got the technology glasses now, so you can be taking pictures of people with your glasses, and you can get surf the web. Like they getting so, it's getting so. I don't even want to call it ridiculous, because I do love technology. It's just getting so futuristic. I just can't
It
wait.
is.
But moving
And
on,
it's
again, we're asking those simple, hard questions, right, guys? Or at least we're trying to, you know. But the next question that we're going to bring to the table is, does the favorite child have remorse for their siblings? Do you guys understand that?
the golden child, the child that gets all the attention,
You can call it that. The
have
favorite
remorse
child.
for their siblings, meaning do they feel bad for their siblings if they don't get what they get or the attention that they get?
Precisely. Something along those lines. Or, you know, maybe they thought their siblings were getting the same advantages as they were, and then when they got older, they realized they weren't. Like, do you think those kids have any type of remorse for their siblings, or do all of them just like assholes? Like, I think it depends on the person, honestly. I want to hear
I'm gonna say no.
Oh.
I'm gonna say no.
Why?
Some people would think that I was supposed to be the, that child because I was the only boy. I was the youngest, but that was definitely far from the truth. Honestly, I almost feel like I was tortured from my siblings. Not tortured, as in, real abuse or anything, but tortured as in almost like, we know you can't do nothing and we not gonna let you do nothing. And even though if you is growing up, you still can't do nothing.
Dang.
It be that way.
I don't know. I feel like I should have had a few more privileges than what I did, or even a few more things. But I never cried about it. I never got mad about it. I thought about it, and I was like, "Yeah, I just got the bad end of the stick."
And they had
Okay,
no
so-
remorse for it.
So are you saying that they were the favorite and you were the unfavorite because they thought
Yes.
you were favorite? Okay, got you. I can sense that because I'm the baby too. I can sense that. I got that. What about you, OG and Testa?
For
I'm
me,
gonna let OG answer first.
For me, I was the middle child growing up. So I kind of caught everything and all in betweens of the shit. For me, it's kind of like, I'm gonna say for me, my answer is gonna be no, cause I think it depends on how certain people came up with their siblings in the household. Like if you had the same mother, same father, you were raised in the household together, because that made a big difference with me coming up. You know what I'm saying? With me and my siblings coming up. So, but at the same damn time, it's still kind of messed up because the whole situation is. When I think about it now, I feel like kids naturally know, they just don't care because they don't know the damage of it's like
They unconsciously doing it.
My
They don't
sister
know.
was the favorite. My sister was the favorite. My oldest was the favorite. But as time became and progressed, I knew that I was gonna be the prodigal son. Which I got two other brothers. I got one sister. Now, how that ended up coming to play because the routes that I was doing and the way I was going about working and things I stopped doing in the street, and how my other brothers was doing things and things of that nature, right? My sister was, all us was sports orientated. We all went to school for sports and doing all that, right? My sister was, want to say, number 2 in the state. So, mind you, dealing with that and coming underneath, my sister's already a big star, known everywhere. Magazines known everywhere, from high school all the way to the Division I college type shit. She's known. So it's like not walking underneath a shadow, but you start to see. But when you come up, me and my sister, we got into it a lot. We always bump heads about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But now, it's getting to the point where how we are older now, I look back and it's like that she kind of broke down to me because she never realized how she treated me. You know what I mean? That's what I say. Sometimes your siblings, they know their favorite, they know they're the favorite, they know they're using their, but they just don't know the effect of it. They don't know the ramifications, how it has effect on you as a brother or a sister. So they just keep like they. It's just, hey, I'm your older brother. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you know you deal with that. You live with that. You come up with that. You live in the same household as that. So you don't really think as much until you guys get older. You start having children. You start separating. You start seeing growth. You start seeing different spectrums of life. And then you start to understand different things. You start to see how deep things are. And you like, man, damn, I really did this. I really did this to my sister. I really did this to my brother. You know what I mean? So for me, my answer is no. Because, yeah, it takes how they grew up. Because siblings can be the favorite, but they give you the most flack from being the favorite.
Yeah.
I can get that. That's true. I can see that too. What about you, Testa? What is
Well,
your? We got two no's on the table. Goddamn.
You know I love family dynamics, so hear me when I say the answer is no.
Damn.
You gotta understand, I'm a middle child too, so it's exactly dead on for what Gator and OG said. Like, you don't know it. You may have the baby since, you know, you are the baby and you don't get to have what everybody else get. You're gonna remain that baby in everybody else. Like, you just gonna be that, and they don't even know that, hey, you know, you feel a certain way. None of that. Cool. But the reason I say no to the T is because it's based on parenting. In most homes, no matter what the color is at this point, in most homes, it's based on the parenting of those children. Because yes, children gonna grow up in competition from like the ages of 0 to 10, whatever. You know, they just, I want this, I want that. If you ain't got this, I'm gonna, you know, it's that competition thing. It's that I don't feel like I'm being loved. And parents, they have to grow up and actually say, I can give you, my children, the love that you need to give everybody else. Right. In some sense. And so eventually, it's okay at first because those are gonna be kids. But the parents have to kind of mold the children to understand y'all supposed to love each other. This is how love looks with sisters and brothers. This is what, you know, that starts with parenting. And I can say it because I've done it in my home. My children didn't like each other. Like, they was all jealous at some point or looking for attention in one way and I'm not giving it the other, because I treat my children as they are. But kids don't understand that either until they can grow up a little bit, that parents have to kind of treat them as they are as well. But if you sit and say, hey, y'all can't get along, y'all gonna take the trash out together, y'all gonna learn to clean up together, y'all gonna walk out there and go to the park together, no matter what the ages is, because the ages don't have to matter. They all gotta learn to love each other. They all gotta learn to do things with each other. And when they get to learn to do things with each other, they'll learn to actually cohabitate a lot better in a house and love each other and not actually be, you know, the mean ones or I'm always gonna get the attention, and learn how to share that between each other. You know,
well, that's 3 moves on the table. Goddamn, I feel like if they were to have remorse, their siblings wouldn't like them, so it wouldn't matter for them to have remorse. But I feel like some of them do have remorse because, damn, I'm getting treated better than my siblings, and that's not right. Some of them know after they grow up, like, that's not right. I'm getting treated. This person treats me better than they treat my brother and sister. That's not right. So I feel like some of them do have remorse, and some of them do try to maybe take care of their brothers and sisters a little bit more, or, you know, at some point try to extend to them a little bit more once they're aware of it. But for the most part, I guess you can't say most of them don't have remorse, because I don't feel like I got you better than my sisters from being a baby.
They fall right back into the pattern because that's your brother, that's your sister. That's the absolute norm. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It just be the absolute norm of the shit.
Yeah. But, you know, I agree, Eddie Herb. I do.
We need to get some older siblings in here because we got 2 middle kids and 2 babies up in here. We need to get those older siblings. We need to see how they feel about it one time. Because, boy, everybody said no.
Well, you know, you look at the older ones, the older kids are much meaner. They're much firm. They're much more.
They don't give a damn because shit, they feel like we got it all after them.
Yeah.
They feel like we got the most attention, we got this, we got that, we got the car, we got the better choice, we got the help with the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they feel
like
everything.
They feel like it's like you had a better chance when mama was helping or dealing with you in certain situations than when mama was dealing with me in situations. So it's always sometimes bias look to it.
Older kids don't definitely, they ain't got nobody over them to feel any type of way. That's like another thing. Ain't nobody over this. They're the oldest kids. They can't really say. All they can say is, yes, I had remorse for my sisters and brothers, or I didn't. It's not like they're sitting in the middle and having the actually ever feel like somebody has to have remorse for them, or they never can be in that situation. They're the oldest kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one thing I will say about the oldest kid, well, at least what I believe about the oldest kid is, they the one had to go through the parenting first. So if a person or if a parent was rigid or anything, it might be either because of the first child or they wasn't rigid enough with the first child, and so it affects the younger kids. But regardless, the oldest child is the first person for the parent to learn how to parent.
Unfortunately, they're the practice.
Right, and also sometimes they end up becoming the babysitter, when the parent is not there. So responsibility is more laid on them when it comes to that aspect.
It is.
You can see a whole different side.
You are right on that, because if I'm not mistaken, and I might be, I think my older sister was actually helping pay some bills after she started working and stuff like that. So
she sure was.
It was just us and mom, so she started helping out as soon as she could, and I've seen
she had to babysit us. Yep.
She definitely did. She definitely did.
And so they come off as if they are the parents with that mentality. That whole mentality. Yep. Some, their babies are actually supposed to be their first training to them, but they don't. They get the sisters and brothers to be their first training when it comes to kids.
That's totally true, because that's why I was saying about earlier with my situation and my siblings, because it's crazy how I got 2 older siblings, but I never was raised by my 2 older siblings. I had to literally raise myself and took care of my younger brother, the baby. So that's absolute truth, because I find myself doing things of that nature, being the older brother in the house when me and my brother was coming up and having to be my brother's keeper. Because I made a vow to myself I would never treat my younger brother. I made sure I keep my baby brother close, unlike my brothers and my sister did me. You know what I mean? So I totally agree with that. That's the absolute truth.
I think that is the problem with middle children, though. They become more protective then. Older children, they protective, but they also got to be the no. Sometimes they can be the I don't give a fuck kids. The middle kids, they are actually, if they have baby, sisters and brothers, they kind of take what they wanted from the older kids or the parents and put it on the younger ones' head.
Damn sure do.
I want you to be protected. I didn't get this, you gonna get it. That's middle kids.
But it's all about how you go on to doing things, and we're gonna keep asking these simple but hard questions. All right, are you guys ready? I got a new game, and I hope you guys are ready to play. Are you ready, Gator?
Go ahead.
Baby girl, go ahead. All right, we're gonna definitely try to play. Today we're gonna try to play Rap a Word, and I'm gonna give you guys a word on the beat, and all you gotta do is use the word correctly in a rhyme. And if you use it correctly, then you're gonna get a ding after I do the editing. If you do it wrong, then you're gonna hear that wrong answer when we, get this on the road.
I'll go first. Ease y'all up. I'm gonna go first.
What was that, Tester?
I said I'm gonna go first just to make them feel easier.
Oh, okay, because I was trying to flip the coin for you and OG, but since you volunteered,
Chester,
gas pedal.
You know,
gas
I've been waiting
pedal.
on this.
like she about to hop on the track like Megan Thee Stallion. And shit. I'm about to hit her too. Like she got a whole pad lit. Shit.
Boy, I'm telling y'all, we finna try this. I mean, either it's gonna bump or it's gonna flop, all right?
All right, we ready.
Sheesh.
All right, I'm finna play the beat. All right, so your word is gonna be do 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 do. Can you use the word gassed? That's
Give
your
me a-
word. All right, I'm
Alright.
finna start the beat.
Hey, I say I went to the store yesterday, and I went and bought up some J's and put them on the cake. Every time I went to my nasty plate, I said, damn, this nasty, and I put it in shake. I don't know, I had to go to the store, and then I gassed up my car, and it said reloads. Ding, 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 ding.
She used the word gas, y'all. All right. That's
Man,
one for the book.
she almost went about 6 bars on that one.
Just for one word. Whatever you got to do, get there, all right? OG. You ready?
I guess it.
All right, so your word gonna be goons.
Sliding around with my goons, blowing some shit like balloons. Fuck with me, you will get blown. Blowing that good and that pressure, laying on the good on the stretcher. I put a goon straight on the stretcher, like straight on the clean with that ice. I don't rock fish no ice, no fugazi, no paper, no ice, nigga.
Well, he used the word.
That hey.
He used the word goons, y'all. He used the word goons.
Yay!
I'm gonna
See,
give
wasn't
it to
that
him.
hard?
Yeah, that was too easy for you. We're gonna come back to you one more time.
What?
Hey, y'all,
That was too easy for you.
Man, hold on, man. That's why we talking about game.
That was
Like,
too
man,
easy for
drop
him.
comments and
That was like the
and
second word out his mouth. Goons was way too easy for
trying to
him.
do it, man. You
I don't
trying
even
to
want
be
to
trying
give him the point, but we're gonna give it to him.
listen. All I got is 2 bars for y'all. Y'all doing 5, 6 bars, all that type of stuff. All I got is 2 bars for y'all.
Gotta say, y'all doing too much.
All right, let's see what he got.
All right,
What's
Gator,
the
I'm gonna
word?
give you the word whack. I think you can roll with that.
Look at this dude, he whack. I hit him in the head with a bat. I'm done.
He did that.
He whack. I hit him in the head with a bat. You should have kept going, bro.
You waiting on 2. He did 2 bars.
all I got is 2 bars
Give
for
me my
y'all.
green, where's that?
For real.
All right, all 3 of y'all did really good. Like, oh my gosh, that was really good. OG, because you are who you are, and you was rapping when I first met you. You got to do better. That was too easy for you.
Want to do a round 2? I want a round 2.
I think y'all want a round 2.
I want another word. Come on.
We're gonna go one more time. We're gonna go one more time. All right, we're gonna give you the word trill this time, Tester. We're gonna give OG a minute to think. We're gonna give you the word trill, Tester. You ready?
Oh shit. All right.
Trill mean to keep it real now.
I know. My name is Cookie on this beat. Watch me take my under sheets. They say how I got them bands. I put them on the man with the hand with the sand. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm the realest, trillest bitch up in the south.
Wow.
Nah, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? See, and that's the reason why I got 2 bars for y'all. I told y'all we doing 6 bar, 8 bar. Listen, this is not I'm not finna pull none out no round book. But if y'all living like that, y'all living like that. I got 2 bars for you.
You said you got 2 bars. OG,
Huh?
your new word is kneecap.
Oh, you should have gave me that.
Kneecap? Really?
You want me to knee now? Come on, you gotta put that in there.
uh. SMOKEOG. Yeah. Yeah. Blowing this shit with no pressure. Sliding this shit is no effort. You know why I do it on the dresser. Yeah. Gotta switch up the flow on the beat. Gotta chase down the star on the streets. Pull up and shoot a kneecap on the street. But when the niggas talking about, I'm on game with the heat when I'm pulling. I can't do it. I'm fucked up. I'm keyed right now, man.
You did it.
Kneecap.
You did it.
Kneecap.
He said it. He said kneecap now.
He did. He said it. He did. All right. Gator, this your last word, all right?
All right.
Now watch me.
2
It's
bar.
whip.
Yeah, 2 bar shot. That's right.
All right, it's whip. I want you to use the word whip.
Yeah. Riding in the whip. I can't finna go take a trip. Yeah. Hey, you finna
Yeah,
be yours.
You been riding the whip.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Everybody wins. Everybody gets points. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Gator, you the MVP for coming through and rapping on the beat. All right, bruh.
Listen. I was never when my homeboy hit the studio. I was never the person that was rapping a verse. I was the what they call it? I was like the hype man. I was the person that give you the ad libs.
Okay.
So yeah, so
In the back,
putting
like,
the beat putting the beat together, putting a verse together, that was never me.
I feel you.
But hey, you had the game, and I came and did what I can.
You came through and did what it do. I appreciate you. All right, Gator. Everybody did good on Rap a Word. We're gonna have to keep that in our little Maximum Blackness game pocket.
Yeah,
but you can tell OG got a little he got a little more in the tank.
Yeah, he
You
do.
know
When
what
I
I'm
first
saying?
was rapping, like he really do.
Yeah.
He really do.
Yeah, you can tell he
used to rap,
he
used to
played.
rap. While we was talking and stuff, he showing up did. Yep.
He was in the bar on the street, like.
He hears it in your spirit, OG. What you got to say?
I used to dabble, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get back in the game, but no, man. I got my little brother, man. That's the future, man. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't know about it, but he's the best in the city. But on that rap shit though, yeah.
Drop bruh name so they whoever listens to
Every day. Used to come skip. They used to skip class to come find me, come get me out of. Bro, no, man. New York cats used to come to the city. We used to battle in Regency Mall. We used to do a lot of little stuff back in the day. I used to do a lot of little stuff, but I don't know. I just kind of lost the feel for the game because with all the kind of music that's been made today, it kind of numbed me to music because I used to really, really love music.
It ain't the same.
The damn show ain't. Even just writing poetry, that's why I fell off on poetry, because it's like people just don't appreciate real shit. So, but it is what it is.
Well, I guess continue to whenever you can push your brother. Then if that's what it is.
Yeah, I was telling him to drop bro name just now so that whoever is listening can go listen to bro.
We finna get some shit back cranking, man. We finna get some shit definitely back cranking, but it's on YouTube's and platforms though. But bro shit been out there on YouTube and platform. Matter of fact, Teflon Von, for those who don't know, y'all go find that shit, look it up. Bro Resurrection Loyalty. You'll see it on there. You know what I'm saying? Nigga tatted up on the front. You'll see that bit. But yeah, but we finna full court press.
Finna apply pressure. This is the year of pressure being applied.
Cause I done got to the point where like everybody putting out so much music, bro. Like even people that don't rap, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got so many people that pull up on me still to this day. Like damn, bro, you ain't dropped nothing new, bro. You ain't gave me nothing, bro. I won't. I'm like, alright, you know. So I'm like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And then I see people like Shaq. I see people like
don't get mad at Shaq.
Trying to drop it a tape, an album, god damn it, a EP, a single.
I did hear one little nice little verse from Shaq one time.
Yeah, he had one little nice little go. But that is
Now whole album, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to even listen to a whole album though.
Not from that big man, no. But y'all continue to stay next to the Black. Now, Gator, this is your spotlight moment. Is there anything you want to promote or say or just give love to anything at this moment?
I don't want to do anything promotion wise right now. I think I got some things on the route that's coming. I can't say soon, but I am working on it. But I would like to say I appreciate coming on here. Again, it's nice vibe, nice flows on here. You know, everybody give their takes, and this is what I like to do. I like this. I love the conversation. I love to hear other people's opinion. You know, because I don't like to listen to everybody saying the exact same thing over and over and over.
Yep.
So it's good to have different differences of opinion, and it let me listen with a keen ear, and I might hear something, and I might want to switch up on what I said from based off what I hear. You know, because I never think that I have all the answers. That's one thing I know I can continue to grow, and I always want to continue to grow. No matter if I'm 85 years old, I can always hear something and learn something else. So I just appreciate y'all having me on.
We're gonna drop a bomb.
Thank you
We
for being
appreciate
on.
you too. And we're gonna keep bringing you back. You always welcome to the Maximum Blackness House. You are now a family member here. Once you've been back twice, you are family. You have successfully been here. And does my two co-hosts have anything to say before we max out?
Man, have a safe week. Be free.
Bam.
Keep your mind open. Come back.
Y'all already know how we do it. Love, peace, and chicken grease, and we out. You know what I'm saying?
And we done.